don't want to win, you're never going to become a millionaire. If you don't want to win, whatever challenges is put forward to you, you're not going to go the extra mile to just win to become a millionaire.
If you are self-employed, you have to work very hard for your money to come in. If you are an employee, you work very hard for who to make money? The boss to make money. So who do you want to become? The boss.
Being an entrepreneur is about winning at every single situation. I'm here providing you a platform, an opportunity to learn how to be a millionaire. You can always get to become a millionaire your way. But I know how to do it because I've been there, I've done it.
I want to be a millionaire.
Everyone can be a millionaire in 3 years, and I'm inspired by him.
We want to be a millionaire.
From zero, now you become a...
Now, I'm sure all of you aspire to be a millionaire if you aren't already. Ernie Chen is in the studio with us. Wednesdays with Ernie, as promised. He is the CEO and founder of Adson Group of Companies, as also Asia's business coach. He's a trainer, also into TV production for films. Welcome, Ernie.
Thank you very much, Anne. Always good to be back here.
Thank you so much. Brief us on that short clip that we showed our viewers just now. Yeah, what was it all about?
I was invited to UITM, speaking to approximately about 3,000 students, graduating students who are in all various different fields. I was invited to speak and to share why is it so important for us to have a bigger mindset than just becoming an employee. In order for us to talk about higher income economy, higher earning power, we can no longer just be working for people. We also need to start looking into ways for us to develop new opportunities and new businesses opportunities for ourselves. So I was invited to share on how to become a millionaire from zero to become a millionaire. I started my businesses with 2 ringgit. A lot of people always tell me, you know what, I need a lot of money to start big businesses. I don't want to do this because I don't have the money. I always respond by saying, what makes you think that if you don't have money, you don't know how to do business? What makes you think that if you have money, you know how to do business? If you can't even figure out how to do business without money, you definitely do not know how to do business with money.
Yeah, because we've had businesses which had capital, very high capital, and they managed to obtain loans or grants, and the business did not work out. And is it true that statistically it's been proven that 8 out of 10 businesses fail within the first 3 years, and 80% of businesses actually fail within the first year of its operation?
Yep, definitely. Google it up. I mean, just refer to Google, just type in new startup businesses. Check out how many percentage of business fail within the first year, how many percentage of businesses fail within the 5th year. Businesses that may be surviving, doing well within the first year may not necessarily survive past the 3rd year. Those who survive past the 3rd year may not survive past the 5th year, and so forth and so on. Any business that grows must never be comfortable. There are always 3 stages in building a business. We always go through, first and foremost, the survival period. Anyone who goes into the business market must always be working very hard to ensure that they do the right things for the right market so that they pass and surpass the survival period. After surviving, you will then move into what we call the sustainable period. You are not safe once you're out of the survival period. You still have to sustain your business to ensure that on a monthly basis, money is coming in. You are able to pay your staff salary. You're able to do new things, to create new products for the market. So then it will lead you to the 3rd phase, which is growing your business, the grow phase itself. So it's very important for us to always remember that continuously growing the business is something that we all must do. And that ensures that we are able to provide more opportunities for our businesses and our people to earn higher incomes.
And when is the safe period?
It's never safe in business. There's no such thing as safe, right? The moment you think you're safe is the moment that you're ready to start losing out market share, and that's when you're ready to fail. So never feel and rest on your laurels to think that when a business is safe, it's actually safe. There's no such thing. You got to always be innovating, continuously improving, keep on getting better, find new ways to do your business better, non-stop, every single time. Once you do so well in one particular area, look into other areas to diversify. Build your businesses where you have a platform that synergizes with all your other businesses to keep it growing. Why? A business that does not grow will die. It's a matter of time. If you don't grow, people will find that there's no opportunity for them to grow with the business. So if you don't grow it, people will leave you. If people leave you, you don't have a business. Bottom line, you don't have people working with you, you don't have a business. So grow a business, grow a team, grow a brand that will then sell itself.
Okay, coming back to starting a business with just 2 ringgit, and that is what Ernie over here did. Yeah, how is that possible?
Oh, it's very much possible because that's all you need to register a company.
Okay.
So that's how you start your whole entire business. I was in training today. I was just sharing with the people in my training today that I started my first business with 2 ringgit. We went to a major bank to open our bank account. We did not have any money to even open the bank account. And it required 2,000 ringgit to open a bank account. First, we had to get someone to refer us who had a current account to refer us to open a bank account with this major bank. Secondly, we needed 2,000 ringgit. So what we did was we went and did a job with a client. We told the client to write AdSense and Sdn Bhd on the check. Without having a bank account, we started the account with that first check that we have. So our first job was a 2,000 ringgit training session that we did, and we opened the bank account, and the rest, they say, is history.
Right. So that was how long ago?
That was 7 years, 10 months ago. And that's how we started from December 27, 2003. And it has been close to 8 years now.
And how's business doing?
Business doing great, fantastic. Lots of different things. We've diversified into education, entertainment, communications, and now recently F&B as well, food and beverages. We launched our restaurant 2 weeks ago, and it's very exciting. So on a yearly basis, what I do is I have this thing that I've created called the Millionaire Business School, helping businesses grow their businesses, and I, on a yearly basis, offer free classes to coach and to help business owners who are currently running the businesses and they're struggling and they know they need some help. So I don't charge these people. I only do this once a year. I select 20 students a year. I interview them, I screen them, and I decide whether they're the right individuals for me to help. Because I need to know whether they are having the desire to really do well and succeed, because it causes a lot of pain to individuals if they want to go far. I train them up and I give them 3 years free coaching, and I guide them to succeed in whatever businesses that they're in.
What are the criteria that you look for?
I look for the fire in their heart. I look for the fire, the passion of wanting to succeed no matter what it takes. Whatever it requires the individual to do, they are willing to do and get there. That's the fire, that's the passion, that's the drive that they must have in every single one. And how do you know that? You can see it through their eyes. You can see it through the tonality of how they speak. You can feel the intensity of what they want to make it happen. There's a differentiation between people who want to do business and people who want to do business to succeed. It's 2 different groups of people. There are people who just start a business just to have a business. They think, they open a shop, and therefore business will come. No such thing. In this world, whatever you do, you have to promote, you have to market, you have to push, you have to sell. If you don't like to sell, don't start business, because you got to get people to buy your products and services. So you're going to start a new venture, be prepared to sell. One of the best lessons you can do tomorrow, buy a bottle of water, start selling, multiply it, buy more, sell more. If you can't even push yourself to do that fundamentally, don't start a business, because it requires you to have selling skills. It requires you to have a desire to sell to people.
A lot of people, when they want to start a business, they look at what is the niche in the market.
Sure.
Yeah. What is your advice to these people who have those sort of thoughts?
Sure. Usually the niche that you must have are in areas that you have very specialized skills and knowledge in. For example, if you are currently a financial officer for your organization that you're working for, the next best thing for you to do is coming out to become a consultant to provide auditing services, accounting services in your core competency area. So as an employee, you just need to come out and offer the same services, perhaps to your own organization, because you know those services so well. So provide that professional services, charge them by the hour, charge them by the contractual ad hoc basis. And that's how you can build a business from becoming an employee to become self-employed. But don't stay there too long. You got to start building your business, building a team together, and to create a real business out of it, so that you don't work in the business, but you work on the business.
Right. But it's pretty scary, right? With statistics like 8 out of 10 businesses fail within 3 years, 80% businesses fail within the first year. That sort of puts a stop on anyone who is intending perhaps to start a business?
Sure.
Just out of nowhere.
Sure, it's okay to fail, but don't get used to failing. I don't like people to fail. I don't encourage people to fail. There was someone who wrote a book called Dare to Fail. I mean, how many times do you really want to fail? I don't encourage people to fail all the time. I encourage you to minimize as much failure as you possibly can. You got to get into business and start thinking to make money. You got to work and make sure you make money from every single project. We do not encourage people to fail. We do not tell people it's okay to fail. No, it's not okay to fail, especially when it's your own money, because there's not much to go around. At the end of the month, you pay bills. So if you're always failing, you're always paying people money, when are you going to start making money? Stop having the concept of what people say. Allow your employees to fail. No, don't allow your employees to fail. Make sure your employees, make sure it's correct, because we do not plan to fail, and you should not be planning to fail. Failing is the last option you want to be having in your plans. We must always plan to succeed and plan to win every single time. If not, why do business? Go become a social worker.
Okay. Ernie, what do you think are some of the biggest problems for anyone who wants to start their own business?
One of the major problems is called ego. Starting their own business always thinks that they are the best in what they do. They are the greatest in what they do. Everyone don't seem to be doing as well as they do, so they want to be able to do everything themselves. And when they do that, they start to realize that, you know what? No one is as good as I am, and I can only do so much because you only have 24 hours a day. So it's very important for us to find the right team members, the competent team members, to help us and complement us in different skill areas. I've been very, very good at selecting the team members to join me. I've got very good partners who are able to complement it in various areas, and that allows us to grow a lot quicker, a lot faster. It's about skills, competency. It's about the commitment of these people that you do need to have. So a lot of business owners always think that they are the best at what they do. They are not able to trust and share that responsibility for the people to do those things. They always feel that they have to get involved in every single thing. And when you do that, you're gonna start realizing that, you know what, it's not that fun after all. Everything also I have to get involved. So you have to trust, train, teach, make sure your team members can do what you expect them to do.
So you're saying micromanaging may not be quite a good idea?
Micromanaging is a fantastic thing, but macro empowering, that's what it's all about. You got to know every single little thing about your business. Today we have technology. I've got a BlackBerry. I know how much money is coming in on a daily basis. I know how much money is going out. I know how much sales is coming in from every single of my company. I need to know that. That's called micro knowledge. Micromanaging, don't spend so much of your time. Once in a while, walk around, question people. Make sure you have your weekly meetings. Ask, where's the sale? If the sale is not there, question people, why is the sale not there? If they still don't bring in, fire them. Their job is to bring in the sale. It's a results-driven environment. We set the business to be profit-driven. So all new ventures, another biggest problem is they start the business because they think that is their passion. And they say, I just love doing this, and I don't mind doing this, I'm following my heart to do this. How long are you going to be able to follow your heart? Your heart cannot pay bills. The people require you to pay bills. So meaning say, your business must make money to pay bills.
But I'm sure that when you started your business, it was based on passion as well for what you're doing.
Definitely. I love what I do. But more importantly, I love to make money while I love what I do. Because if we are not focusing on generating revenue, profits, we're not going to have that passion for too long. I always say this. People always don't like to do the things until they see them generating results. They will always feel that they're not very good at doing that thing until they start seeing that, you know what? I start to see the results. I am pretty good at this. And they start enjoying it more. But people who start giving up are usually people who just don't see the results. And why do they not see the results? They just don't push hard enough. They're just not persistent enough. They just don't have that drive. And drive is very, very important. What keeps someone going and going and going and going? Just like the Energizer Bunny. There's got to be a reason. And it has to be something more than just motivation that's driving you from external. It has to be something intrinsic within you. The internal motivation will keep you moving forward because there's a reason why you're doing it.
Right. So ego and...
Ego, and also treating it too much of a game hobby, too much of a passion, and forgetting that, you know what, you need to make money from your businesses. So ego, too much passion is also not that great of a thing.
Okay. Anything else?
Of course, also not enough knowledge of the business they are going into. Yep. Knowledge and skills within a particular field that you're doing currently. I always ask people to make sure that whatever you do, whatever you want to start your business in, make sure you are so good at that thing that everyone in the industry will come to you to ask you for that support and that service. So that's critical over here. That knowledge and skills that a lot of people just do not have, and they just try to wing it. We may wing it when we are working on other people's payroll, but when you're your own payroll, you do not wing things. You have to know, you have to be prepared, you have to be good at that thing, because your clients are not going to wing with their payment to you. You don't deliver a good job, they're going to just stop payment to you. So don't try winging things. It's not a good habit. I've met a lot of professionals who always think that they're just so good, they're going to wing it. Don't wing it. Do a good job. Your clients will come back. 90% of our businesses are repeat referral customers. Whoever have been through services with us, they always tell others about us. The strongest, most powerful brand marketing strategy is called word of mouth. If people experience great services and products from your organization, they will keep coming back to you for more. And that's important in business.
All right, we have a caller on the line.
Excellent.
Our Encik Nizam from Johor Bahru.
Oh, hi, Encik
Rings
Nizam.
a bell. Hello, Nizam.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for
Hi,
calling.
Ernie.
Hi, Nizam.
Right, very nice topic today, this evening.
Nice
now,
topic.
with all due respect, Mr. Ernie, I'm talking for the perspective of employer, rather. Okay. Now, I have utmost salute for the someone who intend to open their own business and all that. But for the perspective of the employer itself, we also want to find a good human capital. If everybody want to do their own business, very susah lah. In that case, but okay, in my perspective, I want to emphasize to all the staff to how to say, treat each company that you are working like your own business, because I believe that the company itself is sharing their profit in terms of bonus, increment and all that. So I need your response and your comments, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Ernie, we'll have your response when we come back after a short break. We'll take a short break and be right back in a moment with Ernie Chen. Don't go away. Thanks for staying with us. 269370008. That's the number to call. And we had a caller just a while ago, Encik Nizam from Johor Bahru, to talk to Ernie Chen. And we are talking about education in starting your own business. A very pertinent topic, I would say, because last week we spoke about education to achieve a higher income economy. And this is definitely one of the channels. So Encik Nizam's question was, why? And the reason why employees are not treating, the place of employment or even what they're doing as their own business in order to achieve productivity.
Sure.
Ernie, can you answer?
Sure. Nizam, first and foremost, thank you for the questions and thank you for calling in all the time. It's very simple, really, that yes, we do need good human capital to work for businesses. But as we know, moving towards a high income economy, one of the channels to ensure that these people are able to develop higher income economy is to start your own business. You can still become an employee of an organization and at the same time start up a business. You don't necessarily have to just leave employment and start a business.
Okay.
So a lot of individuals can be investors as business partners, silent business partners, and you can still own a business and move from there. And to answer the question, why all employees don't treat businesses as their own business, because bottom line, it's not their business. We always say this, it's not personal, it's just business. And we cannot expect our employees to treat our businesses like their own business, because bottom line, it is not their business. So we can always encourage them to treat it as much of their own business because they are working in it. We are sharing the bonuses and the profit. But bottom line, their name is not stated in the document that says that they are a business owner of the business. We would like to, idealistically, have all employees feel that way. But I sure don't see employees in organization busting their behind, working till 8, 9 o'clock other than my organization. So it's very important for us to remember, we cannot expect employees to feel and function like a business owner until they are the business owner. Right. Then the reality sets in. That's how they become the business owner with the right mindset, with the right heart set, and that's how it works.
But of course, to make a business work very well and to succeed, we need a very good team. We need very good employees
Yes.
who are able to sacrifice anything,
Yes.
towards their job and to see the business through. How do you motivate them? How do you make them your best employee?
I would say I have got great employees, great team members who have been fantastic in working very hard. Right now in the office, I got teams in the design room, in the production room, people recording this, people uploading it tomorrow, people on social media, people developing the PR releases, and so forth and so on. There's a lot of people working on a lot of different things. I get a lot of the credit all the time, but I also get a lot of blame if it doesn't work out. But bottom line, in anything, for anything to happen and for it to work well, you got to have a very good team behind you, supporting you, making sure all these things work. So getting the right people on the team is critical. Success or failure depends on how we lead and guide the team. How do we motivate, encourage them? Give them reasons that's bigger than themselves. Tell them this is the big picture of what we are here to do. Steve Jobs have done wonderful things. They've given people reasons to go beyond what is imaginable possible. And he has done that with a lot of his employees. He's not the nicest boss in the whole world. Everyone knows that he is the kind of boss that no one wants to be a boss. But if you provide your people with a dream, a vision of something that's bigger than us, people tend to believe and want to move towards that. Change the way things are being done. Give them reasons of being able to do something no one else is doing. And that's what we're trying to do. We're not wanting to become the richest company in the world. We just want to be an organization who is able to do things that people say cannot be done. Things that can be done much, much better than what is already currently being done. That's what we want to be. We want to be something that's different from what everyone else is doing and making money along the way. At the same time, having fun.
And I think that ultimately it is also a test on whether people are loyal to your company and enjoy what they're doing over at your end.
Sure.
When they are offered another job in another
Sure.
company with a higher pay,
Sure.
but they still, choose to stay.
Sure. We always encourage people, very simply, you feel that you are going to be taken care better somewhere else, more power to you. All we ask for is just employees to be having the right integrity. We have experienced bad experiences, we empower, we trust too much of our people. They, while on our payroll, start doing businesses with clients, funneling out our businesses to other businesses, which is really their business. And that's called integrity issues. But as a business, we move forward. We forget about it, we move forward. We take action, we move forward. So it's important for a business to always remember one thing. It does not matter what challenges comes your way. Our positioning is very simple. You start a business, you must expect challenges to come. Your job is to overcome those challenges, move forward, and continuously do well and profit from it.
Okay, necessary documents and also procedures to follow to start a new business,
Sure.
to start up a business. What are those?
Very simply, you just need to make sure whenever you start a business, first thing you need to do is make sure you find the right people. It's called the right business team. Once you have the right business team in place, whatever that they are supposed to be responsible for and what they are supposed to be doing, document down what they do and how they do what they do. For example, what is your sales process? What's your operations process? What's your delivery process? What's your manufacturing process? Document it down to become your SOPs, your standard operating procedures. What is that? What you do on a daily basis for that function. SOPP, standard operating procedures and processes. Put those in place, document it down, make sure everyone follow and do the same thing. Once you have your business team in place, you have your business systems in place, the next thing you really need to focus on is build a very strong business brand. Once you focus on building your brand, it does not matter who comes and goes in the organization. People are buying products from your organization because it is your product. It is not that person's product or that person's relationship. It is the organization's brand's clients. It is the organization's brand's business. So don't build just personalities, build the business brand. So these three areas over here is very critical for a business to sustain and grow, to become the next big thing. So build a business team, put in place your business systems, and then build a business brand.
And creativity and innovation is also very important and would actually set you apart from other people in terms of doing business.
Sure.
Okay, how much can that help for a business to succeed when you are creative and innovative?
It is extremely important for all businesses to be innovative. You may not necessarily be creative. You don't need to always be looking at creating things, you know. Just look at what is in existence, combine them together, and create something new out of it. So don't always try to kill yourself by, I need to be creative. I need to create the
think
next big thing.
outside of the box.
I need to think outside the box. Why waste so much time thinking outside the box when within the box there's already so much for you to think about? So don't try so hard to break the box. You don't need to. Just because Edward de Bono says, think outside the box, creativity, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to do that necessarily. You got to have your own style. Think within the box. Redefine the box. The box doesn't need to be a square box. It can be a fluid box that is constantly moving and changing. Our job is to figure out how to maximize and leverage on that box, because sometimes it takes too much effort and time to figure out what it means to think outside the box. Redefine the box. Change the way things are done within the box. Find opportunities within the box and do it better. Look at your competitors. What are they doing? Is that what they are doing that's helping them make money? Follow. Don't try so hard to do R&D. Follow. Or try to do something that they're not doing that you feel their customers are inquiring about. Do what they don't do. Give that value more to their client, and you will get that as your client.
Okay, and we spoke about capital just now, how you say that even a business which is set up with just 2 ringgit for a company can still operate. What about financial model? What about business plans? Are all those also very important for a business to start up and to be sustained?
Sure, business plans are important when we're talking about growing and sustaining a business. But when you start out a business, it's a new venture, all you think about is surviving. All you think about is making sure you have money to pay for your rental of your apartment. I was almost out of a home 4 months into my business. I was almost chased out of my apartment, but I kept telling that I was not around, not available. You find all ways to survive. Myself and my partners were on roti canai for 4 months, Maggi mee goreng for 4 months.
And the car?
And the car as well. I mean, you drive big cars, and when you start losing out, you lose your cars. You got to be okay with that. You got to realize that being a business owner, sometimes it's not about the business plans. The business plan is great to have, to look at. It sounds good, it sounds positive, it sounds magnificent. It sounds just so fantastic. But making it into reality may not be that easy. A lot of people say, I've got the next big idea. I got a great idea. I got people telling me all kinds of ideas every single day. But when we come to executing them, they're all gone.
That's a different story.
That's a different story altogether, because it becomes very challenging. It becomes painful. It requires a lot of time. It requires a lot of effort. How many people is willing to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing to make it happen? That's what differentiates the winners and the losers. That's what differentiates real successful entrepreneurs and real entrepreneurs who have not succeeded.
And speaking of differentiation, we know of businesses even these days, and businesses which has survived the test of time, and they were set up by people who were dropouts, number one. Mainly did not have the specific qualification. They did not have any business plan, no financial models, but these businesses are huge and have stood the test of time.
Bottom line, very simple. Nobody cares whether you have a degree in entrepreneurship or degree in anything whatsoever. People just want someone who is able to create something or innovate on something, provide a product or service that is demanded by the market. If you are able to do that, who cares whether you have a PhD? As long as you're able to deliver the products and services that is what's wanted by the market, desired by the market, you will do well. People like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and a lot of all these individuals out there have been able to do that. So what if they've never had a degree, if they're dropouts? It doesn't matter if you're a dropout out there. I'm not encouraging you to tell your mom and dad, you see what he said? I need to drop out tomorrow. No. Education is great, it's important, but it does not take away from people who have that simple idea of just delivering what the market wants. Good, successful entrepreneurs always have the gut feel of what the market wants, and they just provide that. If people are selling something at 5 ringgit, if you feel that they want something cheaper, give it to them at 4 ringgit 50 cents. They'll come to you. Once you have captured and bought over the market share, they can slowly increase the price back again. So every single strategy and tactic that you use may not be sustainable over a period of time, but sometimes you need to do specific things to capture and win market share. Once you do that, you can cross-sell, upsell, do whatever you want with your clientele base that you have.
Okay, Ernie, we'll take another short commercial break. We'll be back for more with Ernie, some tips on how to start your own business and to sustain it. Stay with us. Yes, thanks for staying with us. Education in starting your own business. And I would like to share a line with you, and that is, every day is a good day to start a business. So that line was shared by Ernie Chen just a while ago during the commercial break. Why do you say that?
Every day is a good day to start a business, because if we're always thinking about this is not a good time, Raya is around the corner, before you know it, Deepawali will be around the corner. And you say that's not a good time, before you know it, Christmas will be around the corner. If you say Christmas is not a good time, before you know it, Chinese New Year around the corner.
So you're saying every day is a good time?
Every day is a good time. So why wait? Why can't we just look at it? Raya, wow, great opportunities. Everyone is in a spending mood. Deepawali, they are in a spending mood. Christmas, they are in a spending mood. Chinese New Year, they are in a spending mood. Find businesses that the market wants. Every day is a good day. Don't try to put 6 years down the road trying to do some R&D unless you get some big grant from the government who wants you to create the next big thing. If you don't have that, start a business that's really existing in the market. Why? You go to the market, you're eating into someone else's market share. You're bound to do business. Bottom line, do something better than what they are doing in the same industry, in the same business. I guarantee you, you will eat their market share. Be careful, grow it, plan it well, and push it further.
Okay, looking at the current scenario and the economy as well, internal and also external, which area of business do you think will be the easiest and safest to venture into? $1 million question.
Always remember, we are now in the fourth wave economy. It's called experiential. We have come a long way from agricultural to production, manufacturing, to knowledge economy, providing services. And today is all about experiences. Knowledge economy is what Malaysia currently is in. And it's very important for us to remember, whenever you provide services, means yourself, your time and your effort is really about you providing your knowledge and your skills with the time and effort that you share. That is what you're costing and charging your client. The easiest services to provide is you being the product itself. If you were to invest into manufacturing, tomorrow the market says, you know what, we're no longer importing your products. All your machineries and factories are stuck. But if you are the individual who is the product, you can switch and turn yourself consistently, continuously. All you need is a BlackBerry, all you need is a MacBook, all you need is a laptop. That is your business, that is your office. And communications allows to provide all kinds of services. Question bottom line is, are you willing to learn consistently, continuously, unlearn, continuously relearn, and continuously learn new skills, new knowledge to do those businesses? People ask me, you don't have knowledge in the F&B business. Why are you doing that? And why are you doing so well in it? Very simple. Go and observe and learn from other restaurants. Figure out what are they doing, what are they doing right, what are they doing wrong. Do what they're doing right. Don't do what they're doing wrong. Figure it out by looking at how the customers are coming to their restaurants. What is the customer demanding and wanting? Figure it out just by observing. Pay for a teh o lima ice, sit down in the mamak and just watch what are they doing. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong?
We'll come back for more. We have a caller on the line, Eric Chi from Kuala Lumpur. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Mr. Ali, good to hear what you actually share with us, the ideas of having a business. Now, I've got a question actually here. Early on, you stressed that to have a very good team, okay, is a key point, okay, one of the major key points to start the business. Now, what about selections? How do we go about doing that?
Is that all?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you, Eric, for the question.
Yeah.
Selection of the team, I have this model, what I call the DISC model. In a business team, you will need all different kinds of personality that is capable and suitable. The selection process that I always go by is looking at the capability and the suitability. It's two different things. Capability is the ability to do something. Some individuals have the ability to do it, but they may not be suitable for that thing. Some individuals are suitable for the thing, but they don't have the ability and capability to do that thing. So I always look at suitability and capability, and I go by the personality profiling of the DISC. The dominant individuals who are the drivers of the business, they are the ones that says, go, 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 go. Let's push those numbers and get them in. They're driven, high, extreme individuals who are driven by numbers.
Just like Ernie.
Just like Ernie. But then again, you also need individuals who are the eyes, the influencer, the showman, the salesman, the person who go out there and sell the dream.
Also Ernie.
The person that you need to be when you're starting a business to find the business team member. You also need to have the S, the supportive individuals who are there to support operational on the back end, because you need people to be there to listen to the customer, to be able to be the patient individual, to support, make sure all paper operational matters are taken care of.
That's right.
Accounts are taken care of. That's important. So you need to have this individual in the back end. Not all individuals need to be the sales-driven individual. If everyone is that, everyone is everywhere. So be careful of that. And the last is the C, the compliance. Individuals who are very good at making sure what is right, what is wrong, what is black, what is white. They are the person who are the most pessimistic. And sometimes we look at the person as being negative. Not necessarily. It's always good to have individuals who question the dominant and the high eyes who are always wanting to go. So Eric, if you're putting a team together, you're going to have lots of fight. If you have lots of fight within the team, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's called creative abrasion, making sure that you keep arguing for the product. Keep the egos out of the business. It's about the product. It's not about our egos. It's not about me. It's about what we do for the clients. Focus on that and you do just fine. Put a team together. Make sure they're not the same personality and they're not the same kind. And because you're not the same kind, chances of you having a lot more arguments is always there.
So fighting is good. Okay, we have June from KL. Another call on the line. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Hi, June. You have a question?
I would like to pose a question to Mr. Ernie.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Mr. Ernie, you talk about dana modal insan or so-called human capital. And we've seen a lot of government incentive, especially to HRDF funds and all these some sort of subsidy. However, sometimes we have experienced perhaps that most of our top management perhaps overlook or feel that this fund just need to be finished or need to be utilized because they have paid. So how would you advise employer itself or the owner of the business to know the importance of improving and enhancing their so-called modal dana insan in this in any industry that they are looking at? That would be it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the question,
Thank you
June.
so much. I like the question. Yeah.
Well, employers are always thinking that if I train my people, I release my people for all this training, they get better, they get pinched by the competitors.
There you go.
The reality of the fact today is all businesses, all business owners need to keep upskilling their people. They need to train their people and be prepared for your people to go. So that we need to keep on improving our own organization so that our people want to stay with us. No matter how tough the organization, the business owners must keep pushing to improve and get better. You got to work with HRDF, Human Resource Development Fund. There's a lot of money over there, just like what June has mentioned. Make sure Go Source for the money is already there. Get the money, get the right people to train it and execute it correctly. Don't finish the money just because you need to finish the money. And a lot of times, agencies, government agencies and also government companies and also private organizations, they tend to just look at it as, that's just another fund there. There's another subsidy there. There's another grant there. Just get it and just finish it up. No, today we need to make sure we get the right team, the right business, the right individuals to execute it. Make sure you're talking to the right people. You cannot put these people through an academy called Entrepreneur Academy and expecting lecturers, professors to teach entrepreneurial programs. You need industry professionals, people who are entrepreneurs, who know the pain, who know the gain, who know how to help these individuals make money. That's important. You need real-life entrepreneurs teaching these classes. General Electric, under Jack Welch many years ago in Crotonville, in America, he has this fundamental belief that all the senior management need to be doing the training. You do not hire a trainer to do a training necessarily. You need to have real experienced individuals in their fields to do the training. They will then share their war stories. They will share the best practices of how to win businesses. So if you're going to run an entrepreneur program, make sure the person who's doing the program is an entrepreneur. They have succeeded before, they have failed, they have succeeded again in all different fields of businesses.
Okay, we've been speaking about gains. Let's speak about pains now. What are the pains that one can expect when setting up their business? business. I'm sure, Ernie, that you have vast experience in business and you have failed, I think, once. You did share that with us. Can you recap again? What kind of path will you not take again? What are the mistakes that you will not make again in moving forward in the business world?
Never start a business with just a handshake and saying that, you know what, you're my brother. People will come to you. We're best friends. We're brothers, man. We don't need paper documents. Let's have a shake. We have a business. That's number one mistake.
No handshake.
No handshakes as business brothers. Okay? No matter, even if it's your own brother, have a document to say, this is our business.
Okay.
All right? Black and white. Always have black and white documented. After that, even though you have a black and white, the trust will still not necessarily be there. So having the black and white is just to ensure that you are protected. Secondly, to build successful businesses, you need to have that trust between business partners, because a piece of paper is a piece of paper. At the end, if it doesn't go well, I'm just protected. But we still have not been able to work together to build a sustainable and growing business. So it's important for us to not just have the piece of paper, we need to have trust in the partnership. Trust in a partnership requires a lot of sacrifices that all parties need to put in. So the pains that comes along it is a lot of sacrifices. You have family members, you have friends telling you, why in the world are you working with this person? You seem to be the one working all the time. Aren't your partners working? Why is it that always you seem to be the one working all these long hours? What in the world are your partners doing?
Sleeping.
So you always have families, wives, you have your parents, you have your sisters and your brothers. They do this to you because they love you. They love you and they care so much about you, they don't want you to fail. They don't want you to get hurt. So some of the pains that we do have to go through, and you become smarter from it. I always say that what I learned from the case that I got cheated was that was my most expensive entrepreneurial MBA. And that's taught me a lot of things, never to make the same mistake twice. Sometimes it's good to get cheated, not because it feels good, because it really gives you an idea of how real the world can be when dollar and cents are involved. People are no longer what they are when Ringgit Malaysia or USD, when money is involved, people change. Today, we don't have money, we are brothers. Tomorrow, we make money, we are brothers. So things will be different when we start making money. When you don't have money, people are fine. Once you start seeing money, it's a whole different ball game. I have been having great business partners where it comes to money, we have always been very clear about what is it for. So building trust, building transparency, sacrificing together, sharing together is critical in ensuring a business succeeds.
Documents, that's very important.
Documentation, making sure that is the first thing that I mentioned. Make sure you have the black and white. Make sure if you're a business owner and you call yourself a business owner, your name is on that piece of paper.
We'll be right back in a moment. Don't go away. Well, thanks for staying with us. We are into our last segment, but this is not of the least because it could turn out as one of the most interesting, especially since Edson Group of Companies, in which Ernie Chen here founded, is probably one of the most diversified business in Malaysia. How many types of business in Edson?
We have 10 different types of businesses. We're from education to entertainment to communications, to executive search, and also F&B, restaurant businesses, as well as now we have started also collection services.
Debt collection.
Debt collections,
How
yeah.
does that blend in with the rest that you are doing?
Well, in all businesses that we do, I'm sure a lot of business owners out there also, you do face this once a while, which is bad debts, right? Individuals who take your services and after a period of time, they don't pay. And we try to look for them.
They come to Ernie.
Oh, they come to me. Well, we go and collect our own debts first. And it's a lot more difficult when you have a nice lady in the accounts department chasing for money that people owe you. But it's quite difficult when you keep doing that and they don't respond after a while.
Yeah.
You start needing to have the right people to visit some companies to tell them, you know what? It's time for you to pay up. So it's important to have professional individuals to go out there to collect this money that people owe you. Rightfully, it's your money. And that's what we do. We provide debt collections for people who have bad debts in your company, and we don't charge anything until we collect. So once we collect, we say, you know what, pay up to us right now. So it's a service that is highly in demand right now in the market because there's a lot of organizations who are not able to collect their payments.
Very, very interesting. Is it Is it good? Is it a good idea to be very diversified? A lot of people say you should be focused on that one business, area of business, and do it well.
We have both pros and cons. We have the success cases of individuals who have started businesses and stay focused on one thing. And they go on a vertical platform where they just talk to everyone about the same thing in the whole entire world. But that may not be my cup of tea, because in my kind of businesses, we are very interested in all kinds of different businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I look at businesses and I like to figure out how to make those businesses work. I like to look at businesses that can be fixed, can be bought, sold later once you have fixed it up. And that's what I enjoy doing. So it really depends on whether it's good for you or it's not good for you. Some people will do very well with just one single-minded kind of business. Dell, that's all they do, technology. Then you have Richard Branson, all kinds of diversified businesses. And they all have their successes and they all have their failures. I am a person who enjoys doing all kinds of businesses. If you tell me to just focus on one, I am focusing on one. It's called doing business. It's just the different channels of the businesses that I'm doing. Business formulas are the same. It's always the most difficult to do the first one. Once you have the formula, your business team is in place, your systems are in place, and your brand is in place, that's when you start to diversify into looking new opportunities that synergize and complement one another, right? Why did I open the restaurant business? Very simple. I have a lot of corporate training at our learning centers, and we always outsource catering services, food businesses. Right. So instead of the money going out, now it's coming back to my pocket. So it's really a left pocket, right pocket kind of thing. I have entertainment production businesses. So what do? I then have people coming back for production time to eat, so they actually cater out of our own restaurant businesses as well. So the money doesn't really go out, it keeps coming back to us. So creating businesses that complement your other businesses is a sensible business to have.
Okay, we've got just about a minute left before we wrap up the show. Final advice on people who are starting or intending to start their own business and also to sustain it. Go ahead, Ernie.
Remember always this one thing. If you think you work hard as a business owner, work harder. If you think you work smart, work smarter. There's never a day that your business is going to be okay. Always look forward to keep on doing better, doing more, keep on improving on it. Never ever rest on your laurels. Never take it easy, because it's not about taking it easy, it's about continuously growing it. When you think about growing it, you don't think about sustaining it. When you keep thinking about growing, if you don't grow, you will be sustaining. So don't ever give up if you're starting out. If you are not persistent, you will fail. If you keep persisting, you keep pushing whatever you are focusing on doing, you will succeed. Don't give up. If you ever think about giving up, think about my face, think about my name. I'm telling you, kick your own behind, keep moving forward. You will do fine.
But you also need some luck, right?
I don't believe in luck. I believe in your actions and your decisions. Decide on the right choices in life and business decisions. Take massive actions and things will happen. Don't just sit there and think that, you know what, the secret is, as long as you feel it coming, it will come. The law of attraction, that's full of crap. You need to have a lot of law of attraction and a lot of action. You need to take action and do a lot of things to make things happen.
Okay, these people are not going to be very pleased with you.
Oh well.
Okay, and next week we will have Ernie back with us once again on Wednesday to discuss about education to develop socially responsible citizens. Just a quick insight into this topic, Ernie.
Sure, I'll be bringing an expert in, Mr. Lui Chi Chong. This is an area that we are very passionate about also. For a lot of corporate organizations, it's the third wave of marketing. First wave focusing on products. Second wave focusing on the customers. Third wave is about creating corporate social organizations to support the community, the society, to make this place a better place to work in, to live in, and to play in. For individuals, humans, us out there, citizens of the countries and nations of the world, it's important for us to start realizing that we need to be responsible for the universe that we live in today. Because if we don't do something today, we may not have a future for the planet Earth. So living corporate, socially responsible is something very important, not just for corporate organizations, but also for the citizens of the world.
And you are doing your bit as well.
We are doing our bit by ensuring that our air condition is not below 20 degrees on a daily basis. Shut down your lights and make sure you recycle as much as you possibly can. It's important because that will help us move forward.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ernie. Ernie Chen, who is CEO and founder of Edson Group of Companies, 10 different type of businesses, including debt collection. You will know where to look for him at
www.edson.com. And also, for those individuals who would like to sign up for the free session of the Millionaire Business School.
How to be a millionaire.
How to become a millionaire is totally free of charge. I do this as my corporate, social, responsible task. On the submit your ideas and what you want to do and why you deserve to be selected to be in this free class that I coach you for 3 years. And submission is on the 28th of October. The class will be on November 12th. If you want to be deserving of this right, write to millionairebusinessschool.com.my. Go and visit the website. You get all the information and details there, and it's absolutely free of charge. You will be the next millionaire. Just need to have the right guidance.
I'll sign up first.
Sure.
Thank
let's
you
do
so
it.
much. Free of charge, right?
Free of charge.
Thank you. And to all our callers, thank you so much for your time and attention. Our viewers, education in starting up your own business, you should try it. Thank you. Bye-bye.